You know, my husband, there are people that he mentors in his life. And when they're maybe friends of his that are women, you know, he will bring me into the situation just out of wisdom. And there was a dear friend of his, and just to see what God began to do with her life, you know, bringing her out of a place of darkness into God's light, you know, making income, profiting from darkness. And now she wants to commit her life to the ways of God. But in that place of removing the things that she used to do to make money and wanting to live a life pleasing to God, she was experiencing challenges. And there was the temptation that kept coming up for her to go back to the darkness. That, oh, you can't even pay your rent. But when you were living this life in the other side, you could pay your rent and pay the rents of other people. The enemy starts whispering to you, come back. But in your commitment in knowing there is something God has shown me. And even though I have these challenges today, I don't know what God has for me tomorrow. I will stay faithful. If the enemy knows that just by a small circumstance you would waver, then he knows what to throw at you at the point of breakthrough.
We give Jesus praise.
Welcome to my channel, and as you watch, may you be blessed.
He knows what to slow you down. He knows that at the opportune moment, he knows the very thing to assign to your path that will make you compromise. And then you compromise with a reason that you believe is sufficient, not knowing it was always a trap, a snare of Satan. You see, when I was praying for you, the Lord showed me there's some even attending presently, that you're in this room and you have been contemplating on going back to your darkness. You have been contemplating on going back to the place of compromise because it felt like there was more fruitfulness and abundance in it. It's not that you're walking away from God, but that you just want to get some things out from that place, not knowing that if you ever show up there, that is where Satan is waiting to kill you. That is where he's waiting to destroy the possibilities of your life. When the Lord begins to show you something, commit to it, stick to it. Be a person of integrity. See, there are 4 key things the Lord began to show me in connection to this message. One, even as we talk about soaring on the wings of faith, I speak a lot on integrity because of the magnitude and the role it plays in the life of a believer. And I want you to think of integrity as the wind beneath your wings. You see, in the same way that eagles rely on strong winds in order for them to soar, integrity allows a believer to soar. You see, when you're an integrous person, you not only win favor with God, but favor with man. And in this walk of Christianity, you're going to need favor with man. You cannot fully express, and not even just express, you cannot fully receive the fullness of God's favor if you don't know how to have good dealings with man. You see, there are people, even in ministry, there are people I've met. They preach amazing, but their character is nothing to write home about. And sometimes when you meet these people, if you don't know them personally, you'll be wondering like, wow, this person, the way you minister the word of God, you should just be everywhere. But then nobody wants to have any relationship with them because when they go behind the scenes and see things in the secret, it's like, oh no, I'm washing my hands of this person. This is not someone who I want to be associated with or affiliated with. You lose favor with men because of your character. See, there are doors that God has for you, but there are people he uses to bring you to those doors. You know, the Bible talks about the Lord will open up a door for you that no man can shut, but sometimes you need direction to know where's the door. And there are people assigned to your life to lead you to the doors that God has opened up for you. But if you have favor with God and not with man, you're limited. And when favor with man deals with your character, deals with how you live your life, do people see you as an honest person? Do people see you as one who keeps to their word? Do they see you as faithful, as trustworthy? You see, there are times that even within a company, there are staff members who can be amazing at what they do from a skill perspective. But there are certain things that they will never be promoted into because they don't have the character for it. I remember working with someone who just did not understand confidentiality at all. And I remember saying to him personally, I said, you have so much potential. But the reason people cannot work with you, because everyone else is saying it, might as well let him know. I said, the reason people cannot work with you is that you don't understand discretion and you don't understand how to be confidential. Nobody will trust you. And if they cannot trust you, they will not move with you. But skill-wise, oh, he's gifted. He is talented. But character, a lot of work needed to be done. And I'm asking you, if you only look at your skill and your ability and your resume and all the things you know, but you don't focus on a key component, which is your character, some doors can be shut to you. You know, there was a story that I heard. There was a man who was just so gifted in his work, so gifted. And there was an opportunity. The wife actually was speaking to a friend who was in a very high position. And when the wife spoke to the friend about her husband, shared her husband's resume, told the lady of all the things the husband has done, this opportunity literally would have got this guy to a place where he would be making 10 times his current income. It was an elevation. It was a place where God wanted to lift him up. But then, when it came time to the appointment and he met the woman, it was someone who he was having an affair with. And the lady felt so disgusted. Now, this woman, I thank God for her integrity, because according to the story, she did not know he was married. And he never really knew the line of her work. It was just a lot of stories, a lot of lies, a lot of all kinds of things. And that lady ended up calling his wife for me to open this door, because this man, this is what he has been doing. First of all, this man had a wife that is a good thing. She was out there advocating for her husband, just to find in the moment that should have been a time of breakthrough. You see times and seasons. It could be that it was always in the will of God that would be the woman to open that door for him. But when Satan stepped in, was leveraging on his lust. The fault, and in this kind of situation, you don't blame the devil. There are some things we blame the devil for. I'm sure he's in the WhatsApp like, hey, I'm not in this group chat. I have nothing to do with this situation. A time of breakthrough, a time of elevation was aborted just like that because of integrity.
Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. On this page, we post gospel messages that elevate your faith and draw you closer to God. And as you have watched this video, may the Lord bless you, keep you, and cause His face to shine upon you. Let us not just be hearers of the word, but also doers of the word, walking in His truth each day. And if this video was useful or helpful, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Bye! See you in my next one.